they sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Ready?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Alex Highsmith drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs now. Now Austin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 46. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he got blown. Yardage on the play back at the 44. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Pickett. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
It's been quite the impressive career resurgence for Hassan Reddick. Focusing now more on rushing the passer, the linebacker has 23.5 sacks in his last 2 seasons.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Pickett. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. That's some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Eagles at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Kick the Eagles! Kick the Eagles! Cougar 19! Hurt! Hurt! Right there, Hurt!
Throwing is Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. We're scoreless after 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They run straight ahead with Snell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Pickett back to throw. Completes it to Austin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Pickett. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Boswell's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. With these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Second down, back to Sanders. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Hey, check that, street.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. Here's Austin. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what. And he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage. And they were more than ready for it. The problem...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Alex Highsmith able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Pickett. He finds Austin complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. They go play action with Hurts out to his left. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Snell yet again. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Snell. And some space here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Snell going to try the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack.
Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way.
Pickett lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Cowboy 80! Roll, roll, roll!
Another run with Sanders. Runs over it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Now a give here to Snell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
117 yards on the ground here for Snell. He's got a first down as well. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the handoff, it's Snell. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Pickett.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Boswell's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now back to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Benny Snell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Pass complete, Goddard.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown!
Pat Freiermuth.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly miss.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Pickett going to bootleg it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression?
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best.